But to my mind, the four most important attributes that you need as an account manager, sorry, three, are empathy, communication, and leadership. So if you look at empathy, the stakeholders in a client account include the client. So you need to have empathy with the client. What are their goals? What are their challenges? What are their achievements? So that you can talk to them and talk their language. You need empathy with your team, because like you, they'll have utilisation KPIs and only limited time to attribute to business development. And you need to be cognizant of this and making sure you use their team wisely but effectively. Empathy with your executive leadership team. They are probably reporting up to a CEO who's reporting to the board. So the things they predominantly report on are growth in revenue, stability in utilisation, and certainly growth and profitability. And the other one is the business unit leaders. So your team members will be brought in from various business units. And those business unit leaders need to be consulted, because they also have utilisation and delivery KPIs. And if they think they're at risk, you will lose their support. So empathy is a really important attribute to have in all your communications. Secondly, if I talk about leadership, you need to demonstrate leadership in managing this account. So leadership for your team. And part of it is defining the roles and responsibilities, running effective and efficient meetings, giving them clear goals. The other part is to show leadership within your company. So you are seen as the go-to person for this account. And so if anyone has any issues or contributions they want to make, or any really interesting, important news, they'll come to you and to your team about that. And then also leadership with your client, because if there is any issue with any of the projects or services you deliver, you need to be the person that they can either come to or they know will resolve it. So leadership becomes your second really important attribute. And the third one is communication. You need to communicate broadly, regularly, and consistently. So if you look at communicating with your client, you can do that in several ways. First of all, make sure that you're in attendance in client meetings, not all of them, but some of them, that you drive some of the client meetings, that you do client feedback, and take actions when actions are needed. You also need to communicate with your team. So, that is your monthly meeting. If they have challenges, you need to be guiding them and mentoring them. Communication with the business unit leaders. So you're using their resources. They need to be seeing that they're getting value back into their business unit in terms of growth of revenue, growth of projects they can deliver. And then communication with the executive leadership team, making sure they understand that this client relationship is in really good hands. You've given them forecasts for the year and you're confident that you can deliver on those forecasts. And if you're not confident you can deliver, then you give them a heads up early on what your action plan is. So those are the three key attributes of a successful account manager.